So we have David from Ti Cycles, and they're from Portland, Oregon, and they're here to show us a few bikes. David, tell us about your shop and the kind of bikes that you build.
Well, we're based out of Portland, Oregon, like you said. I've been building Ti Cycles since 1990, so this is our 22nd year.
Wow.
And we kind of build a little bit of everything, so I don't really have a specialty. So I'm an old mountain biker. I love that. I also spent 25 years doing road racing.
Wow.
So I love road riding as well. And I've been lucky enough in the last couple of years to do a lot of city-style commuter bikes and rando bikes, and touring bikes as they've gotten more popular. Titanium's a great material to build those with. And we still do some chromoly stuff, which is what I started with, 26 years ago.
You started with chromoly, but you called yourself Ti Cycles?
Well, I started.
Into the future.
Well, no. When I started the business, I stared to build custom titanium bikes, which is where Ti Cycles came from. But I still love building in steel. It's such a great material.
Such a moldable material, so to speak. So tell us about the first bike.
So this is our VPP, and uses the licensed technology that Santa Cruz has done such a fantastic job as far as refining, and just a custom front triangle using the Carbon Blur XC rear end. This actually is my personal bike, and I totally love it. The suspension design is second to none. I spent years designing full suspension mountain bikes, and eventually got to the place where I realized that I couldn't keep up with the development cycle.
Absolutely.
Being a small builder, it takes me about 2 years to proof of concept, and by the time I get it to market, I'm feeling like I need to be working on the next one instead of building bikes.
Absolutely.
So leave it to the professionals, and the guys there, the engineers, are kind enough to be able to occasionally let me use one of their rear ends.
Yeah, that's a big hole, I think, is full suspension. There's no chance that a custom guy can keep up with a lab of a big company, because it just changes so much now. And I thought one of the big weaknesses was, everyone, no knock against the Ventana rear end, because I've had that, but almost every bike I've seen for the last 6 years had that rear end. And it's kind of not quite at the same level as these new ones. So it looks like you were able to get another design, one of the most advanced designs available, huh?
Yeah, I feel pretty fortunate, and I have to say thanks to Joe Graney.
Joe Graney made it happen,
engineer there.
I've seen him walking around.
He's a good dude. Really, really helpful to the small builders, and very supportive of the whole cycling community. And good company, Santa Cruz as well.
So we have a 26er here. If I would, is wheel size an option for this kind of full suspension?
They're all custom, so I can build whatever people want. And so I've had some conversations. We could use the tall boy rear end, do custom front triangles around that. And my personal take on this, and where I'm going next with this, is the 69s. Because I think that the 29-inch wheel makes a lot of sense and has some big advantages on the front end of the bike, as far as increased stability, being able to roll over obstacles. But I don't necessarily see the advantages on the back end of the bike. It just tends to weigh a little bit more, and it creates some design constraints where the rear end ends up being a little bit longer.
Yeah, being crowded.
So this bike almost ended up being a 69, but I chickened out.
You chickened out.
Yeah. So we ended up just 26 all the way around with it. But
I think that's the key. With a custom build, is you're able to talk to the customer. And really get in there, and now you have a couple choices on rear ends and front ends.
And the nice thing about doing the Ti front triangles is I can really custom design, custom tune. The only things that are required is you've got specific locations where pivot points are to make it so the suspension operates correctly. But I can go through and do whatever I need as far as head angle, top tube length, standover, to be able to make it so the customer's happy with whatever it is that we're doing.
That's the beauty of it, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.